Sorry about that, guys.
Go ahead, Jim.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, Justin. All good, thanks. Justin, go ahead. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I tried to get out of the way. My bad.
Don't worry, dude. Don't worry.
Go ahead, Austin. Goodbye.
Justin, we're going to have this down by the end of the day.
Hopefully, because backwards doesn't work quite well.
What a mean track to start the season with.
I know, it's like the attrition track.
Amen to that.
Nice save, Matt. We'll get it out of the way now, Cohen, I promise. I hope.
Take it, Scott.
That was my bad. You came up on the relative real quick.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello there.
Did it have that button pressed when I was saying that?
It is Monday night, it is Season 3, and it is upon us. Welcome in to the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series at Belle here in Detroit, Michigan. Welcome to the RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle. I am the captain, Chris Scala, with you. Unfortunately, Gary Godso was going to join me tonight. He's had something last minute come up, so we've had to kind of get him back to his hometown, and hopefully everything's good there on his end. But you're stuck with the one-man show tonight, unfortunately, but we do appreciate you joining us here tonight at this 2.35-mile road course. 74 degrees outside right now, track temp at 110. It is warm and not as humid, so thankfully not sweating that much here in the little booth as we're right before the start-finish line in those little tin cans, basically, if you know the track very well. Partly cloudy, and of course 7 mile an hour winds. That is what we are looking at here at this Belle Isle course. A bumpy course. You've been watching practice, hopefully. The last little while, actually qualifying going on right now. Practice was before we were on the air as somebody goes for a spin. We got a lot of cars out here on the grid. Some new names, some rookies out here. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, thanks to our good friends at RaceVerse. They are sponsoring the Grand Prix here of Belle Isle. Basically right between Canada and Detroit. Literally on this island. That's literally where this course sets as we get ready for round number 1 of race 3 of the championship that starts here this evening. Now, well, as you might remember, I forget which track it was at, but I went out last year and I did a little, well, let's just call it a rookie's run on that racetrack. We did it again this year, except the guys are smart this time. They decided instead of handing me an Indy car, they handed me an Indy light car. So to take you around a lap around this awesome looking track, we are going to do that, and we're going to do that right, if everything works out correctly here. We are going to take you for a lap around. Unfortunately, I didn't edit this thing, so I just thought about that as I'm sitting there talking to you guys, but if it shows up here, you will get the lap video. It's not cooperating with me. Oh, here we go. You're going to hear all the noises here in a second. This is what you call getting everything ready for the broadcast, and it backfires on you because you didn't think about this. It's going to be a minute here. There should be audio. All right, so if you're tuning in, this is a recording I'm going to use tomorrow night for this. Way to edit this, Scala.
Belle Isle for the LMCgear.com.
All right, enjoy.
IndyCar Series.
Enjoy it all.
It's simply me in a
Indy Lights car taking a lap around the track that you'll hear tomorrow night. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we are, Belle Isle. All right, here we are at Belle Isle, Detroit. This 2.35-mile, 14-corner course and a lap around this track, except I'm in an Indy Light car because I'm not good enough to be in an Indy car. Yeah, and I screwed up, of course. Come on. This is why you never cuss on the air. I'm just going to put it out there like that. All right, take 2. Take 2. Here we go. Take 2. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we are, Belle Isle, Detroit. This 2.35-mile, 14-corner course. I am in a Indy Lights car, taking you a lap around the course because, well, let's just be honest, I couldn't afford to get an Indy car. So thanks to LMCgear.com for sponsoring this ride around the track. We'll be doing this all season long. As you go through Detroit, you see turn 1 and 2, the S section. Turn 2, you go over that little blinding corner. That's where that pace car wrecked a couple years ago in the IndyCar race. Down the long straightaway here into turn 3, likely going to be a second gear corner. They'll go down here and turn right, and that's a big-time passing section right there, so look for a lot of action there. Turn 4, another right-hander here as you go underneath the Firestone Bridge, and to a left-hander. It's kind of blinding there. But to get back on the gas here, and speaking of a blinder, look at this right-hand corner here, 90-degree corner. You cannot see anything until here. Then you get on this winding straightaway. Up to 4th gear, you're going to get all the way up to 6th gear easily in an Indy car. As you come up on the fountain section here, again, I'm a rookie. I'm not going to drive it as deep into the corner, but you turn right, and then the fountain's over here on the left. So you're just pretty much going around the fountain. And a series of left-handers here. There's one. You got 2 more to go. Of course, me, I just kind of get around the track here very lightly and almost wreck right there, but I do have some car control in my life. So there we go. Stay there, turn right. And then a series of right-hand corners to finish off this lap. First, you come into this one here next to Menard Signs, go under the Motor City Casino Bridge, and then you come up on pit wall, and this is a tricky pit road. Look to the right. Those yellow arrows that point right, that's pit road right there as you come around the final little right-hand corner here. And that is a lap around Belle Isle. I survived. I didn't destroy my car. That's definitely great news. Let's see if I can do it again next week. And there you go. Yeah. And now I have my mic muted. Who's producing this thing anyways? So I was reading over the schedule with you guys, but you weren't hearing anything. But Detroit is where we're at tonight. We'll go through that. And, of course, Brands Hatch, Watkins Glen, Homestead on the oval, 120 laps there. Then we'll hit Monza, take a week off, come back Indianapolis for the seasonal 250-mile race there. 43 laps at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Canada. The Daytona Road Course, Road Atlanta right down the road from where I'm at. And then we'll hit the Circuit de la Sarthe in Le Mans, finishing up the schedule on December the 7th. So that is a look at the schedule. And at this moment, let's get a couple interviews here really quickly out of the way. We got some great sponsors this season. One of them is, of course, the good people at RaceVerse. If you've not seen one of their broadcasts, they do a great job broadcasting Indy cars and other road course series cars and other types of stuff too. So we get Matt Houston in here, the RaceVerse man himself. Matt, let's talk a little bit about RaceVerse and tell them about the broadcast company you have and the stuff you do.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. So we just kind of started in about July, and we had okay, they're not. I see they're moving a bunch of people. All right, so we started in July, and we're trying to broadcast mainly open-wheel Formula-style racing IndyCar. We've also stepped our feet into some sports car racing, prototype racing is what we want to do, and just kind of focus on that. Certainly leave some of the other broadcasters out there for the NASCAR kind of stuff and the stock cars, because I don't know as much about those as I do about Formula cars.
Oh, so they'd go fast and turn left. That's what they say.
Well, they see. Well, that's true. Go fast, turn left, but you have to turn left and right on the road courses. So I kind of like that.
Nice. We'll talk a little bit about your schedule and stuff, because obviously you do a lot of stuff throughout the week and even on the weekends.
Yeah. So right now we're looking for leagues. I mean, we'll do NASCAR leagues. I will say that stock car leagues. We do not discriminate, but what we're looking for Tuesday nights is a big open period at the moment. We currently are running a sports car league on Thursdays, and Wednesdays are open too. We were previously running the r/IndyCar iRacing league on Wednesdays. They'll be starting back in late November, so that time slot will fill up at that point. So we can do Tuesdays, Wednesdays until November. We could do Fridays and Saturdays as well.
And you're, of course, on the race tonight for the Grand Prix at Belle. How's the track treating you?
Oh, I love this track. That's why I wanted to sponsor it. Jim, I asked Jim, I said what was open, and it was good for him to get Belle Isle secured with a sponsor, and I was happy to have it because it's one of my favorite circuits. It might not, it's very difficult. It might not treat me well tonight, but I love it as a circuit. We ran it in season 1 here at TI Racing, and I did crash. So I hope to at least finish this race. This one's a little bit longer, but you never can tell.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. If anybody has any information they want on RaceVerse, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so that's easy. That is www.raceverse.com. So that's RaceVerse.com.
There you go. All right, Matt, we'll let you go to the meeting before you get yelled at.
All right.
Go do that.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank
Good luck.
you very much.
We're actually doing a driver's meeting right now, and they pretty much said show up or don't race, so I hope I don't cost Matt the race tonight. That would not be good on my part. So, yeah. I think they're still out here qualifying still while the meeting is going on. So we'll bring Chris in here in a second. We're going to talk to the head man of the show, Chris Lewis, here in just a minute or so after he's done with the meeting. So we'll talk about that on here in a couple minutes. And, of course, as you remember last season, Cohen Evans, he was the champion of the series, and we have got a good group of guys who are here this evening. Looks like right now 20 cars have taken a lap out here on the track, and we actually have a rookie up there in P2 in Dakota DeMade, and we'll show him in the 82 here as we'll pop up the qualifying as you've been watching it. So as you know, with the way it is all set up here, the fastest car up there in purple, Cohen Evans, a 14.6. And basically every car that's on a hot lap right now, you'll see them at the bottom of the screen and what section they're at on the track. That is the yellow you're seeing, and every time they go into a sector, green means good, purple means fastest, as so on and so forth. So basically that's how that works here with TI Racing and the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. That is, how this all works. So that's how qualifying is, and like I said, I'll keep a track here for a second, and once we get Chris available with the meeting, we'll get him up here to chat. Actually, he's in his own room, so maybe I can cool him up here. Let's bring him in here. Chris Lewis, you got a copy, buddy? Okay, so not yet. He's in our chat, so he'll pop in here.
Hey, buddy.
There he is. Hey, hello, Chris. Welcome in. I thought you were in the meeting. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, he's in a room all by himself. But, no, let's talk a little bit about this season. We got a good group of guys here. I'm spotting 24 right now on the grid, looking to show up here this evening to debut, or not debut, but to kick the season off here. That's got to make you pretty exciting.
It really does. It's actually one of the highest turnouts we've ever had in this league in the 3 seasons that we've done this. So really excited. Can't wait to see what these guys had. We ran this track in season 1, and it was a complete disaster. I think we had 18 cars race, and 4 of them finished. So kind of excited to see what this has for us.
Well, you got 7 rookies out of the 24 that are going to start, so about a third of the field, or a little less than a third of the field. That's got to be exciting knowing you got those kind of new people coming up into this league. And one of them actually P2 and qualifying right now.
Yeah, that is kind of exciting, and hopefully I can sign 1 or 2 of them to TI Racing before this season over. Or before Jim gets them.
It seems to be a battle, but we do have a lot of teams out there. I mean, I was looking over the list of entries. Not only the cars, but teams. I mean, we're looking at a pretty competitive championship fight for the team side, too.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that, too. Still, go TI Racing. Best team out there. Still got to win our first championship, but hopefully we can do that this season.
The question I have is, are we going to see Chris Lewis on the track in Homestead and Indy?
Not at Homestead, but I'll be back at Indy.
All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing that. We'll get ready to race here in about 4 minutes or so, Chris. We appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck on this season number 3 for you guys, and the second trip here to Belle Isle. And I heard rumors you're driving a pace car tonight, so please don't wreck it coming out of turn 2.
No promises. You know how I am on this.
Hey, appreciate your time, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Chris Lewis, the boss man behind TI Racing, and, of course, the LMC Gear iRacing IndyCar Series. That is the boss man right there, the man that puts on the show. Appreciate him for allowing us to be a part of the broadcast here this season. As you see already, you can tell it's the first race. I've made a couple whoopsies already throughout. But one thing you are going to see tonight, and I will show off real quickly here. NRW Photos, of course, they were a sponsor last season. They are going to be a part of the season this year, sponsoring a lap pretty much around the track. So what we'll do sometime tonight is you'll see us go on board with somebody and basically just take a lap with them as just kind of a ride-along type of thing. So we'll have that for you here this evening. Of course, that'll be brought to you by NRW. Wanted to show off some of their photos real quickly on the screen here. You can check out NRW and their good group of people there. NRW, if you want time resolution screenshots of your paints or sweet graphics to make your car pop, well, you can stop by NRW Photography's Facebook page at Weatherby Photography and set up an order today. If you say you are from LMC IndyCar broadcast, you get 20% off your next purchase. So he also offers deep fakes, which are actually in the little slideshow you're seeing of these photos from, of course, NRW Photos. So we'll show you that lap coming up here later on this evening. It'll be a random lap, and I'll go on board, and we'll go from there. So look forward to NRW being a part of that this season with their ride-along program. So that definitely a big thanks to them, as we have about 1 minute left in qualifying, and we'll get this race underway in this really, really big field that will start tonight. Right now, 20 cars have qualified with an official time. The other 4, I'm assuming, aren't going to run a lap. Which, of course, they've had an hour to qualify, so hopefully they did get a lap in. Appreciate the viewers tonight. As per usual, you can chat with me. I see 10 of us right now on there, which is cool. Feel free to chat and talk it up a little bit, and we're going to have some fun here this evening in race number 1 of the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. Again, Gary's not here tonight. He will be joining us throughout the season. Gary will just not be here this evening, unfortunately. Hope everything's good on his front. Said he had a situation coming up, so... I told you when we left you at the end of last season, we were going to bring you some exciting stuff, and that is exactly what we're doing this season. A lot of new features. You saw the onboard video with me a few minutes ago. That's going to be every week. I will record that the night before like I did last night, and you'll see us out there running laps and showing you, well, the slow way of getting around the track. These guys will show you the fast way. So let's talk a little bit about teams. Alpha CW Imperial, you'll hear them get mentioned. Scuderia CW Imperial. There's 2 teams basically with 1 owner there. TI Racing, of course, that one's run by Chris Lewis. And then, of course, Barber Ford. That's Dustin Slutier, I believe is how that's pronounced. I'm not sure how to say that last name. But that's Barber Ford. I'm not sure if any of those guys are here tonight. You got LMCgear.com, of course, with Jim Herrick. Last Lap Motorsports, Dan Ench. I'm not sure he's here tonight either. You got Bay Racing. You got Stantera Sim Sport with John Macchione. Mike Elo Jr. is the Bay Racing team. You got Driveline Sim Sport, Marion McDaniels. Cody Claiborne, who's in the race tonight. He's a rookie. Dakota DeMeg, he's a rookie. And Gavin Smith, who's also in the field. He's a rookie. So all rookies on that team. Westerbeck Racing, which Jeremy Westerbeck and Andrew Bedrosian. I believe they're not in the field. You got Sutter Esports with Bethany Sutter and AJ Vasseur. I don't see them in the race either. Don Hunter from Team HSR and Velocity Racing. Julian Altena and Robert Sadler. Now, that's, of course, according to Discord, there could be some changes on that. But just going off of that and going from there. So here we are, qualifying officially over. And the first pole sitter, oh, big surprise. It's the guy that has the most career poles in this series, unless Justin Miller and Colby Wells can top this here in the next couple of seconds. It will be Cohen Evans, the champion. He's got that number 1. Of course, the IndyCar tradition of the champion wearing number 1. I call it IndyCar, but of course this is the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. He will be number 1 this season, and he is number 1 on the grid this evening. Congratulations to him as these cars will grid on the Belle Isle circuit, and they are going to not take the full lap around here, so we are going to have to fly through the grid, which is totally okay with me. Starting lineup for the RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle Isle, it is Cohen Evans, 1:14.635, 0.8 of a second on second place. Dakota DeMed making his, again, debut tonight. The R there stands for rookie for those who are new watching. Alex Van Desant, Matt Houston, the Indiana pair will start there in row number 2. Row 3, Caleb Bensey, another rookie there. Craig Forsyth, Matt Casey, and Thomas Gold returns in the number 97. He'll start 8th. Jim Herrick, the boss man, well, the other boss man, and Tam Herrera will start there in 10th. Justin Miller, the Floridian, starting next to Indiana's Cody Claiborne, another rookie there on the grid. As we go through the rest of your starting lineup here, Austin Anderson, he'll start alongside Timothy Trowbridge. Those are 2 more rookies there. Brad Haldane, Nick Weatherby, row number 8. That's 15th and 16th. New England's Chris Downey. He'll start next to Joe Fierro there from California, 17th and 18th. There's the man that holds the Sean Stevens Award from Season 1, Sean Stevens. Of course, we named the award after himself. Colby Wells going to start there inside of row or outside row 10. Scott Bellum, Marion McDaniels, 21st, 22nd, and last but certainly not least, Michigan's Gavin Smith will start in the 23rd position as we get ready for 53 laps of racing around this Belle Isle circuit. I'm going to make a quick edit real quick. Apologies for this, or else you're going to hear my spotter say green flag. All right. So as they mentioned, they were here back in season number 1, and, well, let's see. 20 guys started the race, and 18 started, 4 finished. By my math, that's about a quarter of the field finishing. A little less than a quarter. But everybody grids up here, and got some cool onboard cameras we'll be showing you also this season. And we will try to get you all the action. I've got the timing and scoring is all good now. I've got everything learned during the off-season here. I even ran a race with these guys at Long Beach a couple of weeks ago in a Indy Light car, or the Indy 2000 it's called on here. Finished 5th in that race out of like 8. Not terrible. There you go. Going to take the short pace lap here. So the pace car is going to pull off right there, and Cohen Evans will be able to take off, and let's welcome it in. Season 3 of the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series begins at Belle Isle. Everybody through turn 2 down the long straightaway. Good passing zone right here. Oh, don't kiss that wall like Herrick did. Oh, and trouble right ahead. The 23 has hit the wall. That's Jim Herrick. And cars wrecked over here in the right before the fountain, and I believe Demed is one of them, the rookie. No caution. No, all cautions are on. Let's see what happens to Demed. Demed running up here in second at the time, goes into the corner here. First gear up to second. Oh, he hits that curve and it spins him around. He's okay right now. Just kind of spins it. And I think others wreck next to him here. Oh, yeah, right there. He's got another car. There's one with no back end, and he hits that car there. A lot of cars involved here. Austin Anderson, Marion McDaniel, it looks like involved. Lots of cars involved in this. And behind the wall to start this race and start the season, not good. See if we can get you one more. Matthew Casey and Austin Anderson, Thomas Gold, they have all left pit road, so they obviously have heavy damage from that wreck and getting their cars fixed. Let's see if we get Thomas Gold on that accident. So here's Thomas, that blue and purple machine. Oh, it's hard to go side by side there, and he makes it. Then the spin's going to happen up at front with Demed. Right here's the spin. Oh, he gets into Belle, a chain reaction. Everybody does a great... Ooh, one car clocked the wall there and then gets clobbered by another car. That was the 15, that green car that hit Matthew Casey, so not a good start for him on the season. Chris Downing's been on and off pit road. As we go to the front, Chris Evans leads it. And already a 6-second lead over Matt Houston, who runs into second position with RaceVerse on that car, the sponsor of this race. Caleb Bensey up to third right now, and the best battle on the track. Let's go to it. I say that as Brad Haldane apparently has crashed. We'll see if this is accurate. He might have just clipped the wall or something. We'll see. Down that long straightaway. They worked their way down towards the fountain section. Oh, he locks it in the wall. Drove it too deep into the corner. And now here in trouble for Austin Anderson again. Oh, no nose. Action everywhere. And you see the pit stops down there at the bottom. Haldane's on pit road. Also Wells on pit road, but this is a fight on the track right here. This is the 6th, 7th, 8th place battle. We ride on board. This is Cody Claiborne, the rookie from Indiana. Did I say Chris Evans? I already got it right. And he didn't take the first race. They come by the pit straightaway down to turn number 1. All the cool viewers returning tonight It was definitely a blast to be able to learn how these Indy cars work and stuff. I've been actually practicing driving them myself, not the actual Indy cars, but the lower series cars, and getting myself some experience of driving these things on the track. Definitely have had my fun doing it. I've gotten so used to driving stock cars that I figured I'd try something different. Dan Herrera here in the 8th position right now, started 10th. He's got Nick Weatherby there behind him in that 81 car. Down this very bumpy terrain here in that right-hander as they come up towards the pit straightaway. Oh, Matthew Casey has crashed. Cohen Evans, Chris Evans. Oh, Captain America. How about that? We'll go with that one. Let's see what happens to Matthew. Down here into turn 3. He's okay there. Oh, he kissed that curve. Same thing that Demet did. Oh, that curve is hurting people. Over in turn 4. All right. Oh, and Evans goes around, or not Cohen. Bellum goes around there, not Cohen. Let me get that right. So a lot of cars having action everywhere on the track here. Let's move up to a battle for third that is shaping up here. The rookie, Caleb Bensey, up here in his 21 car. Thought that was the old Sebastian Bourdais McDonald's car, but it's actually Fanatec on that car. Trying to break the draft of that 317 car of Alex Van Desant, the man that was pretty hot those last couple of weeks. Won a bunch of races there in those last couple in the last season. Already 7 laps in. Oh, another car is wrecked right there in front. I think that is that Haldane right there? Already 7 laps in. They come out of the fountain section of the track. Oh, smack the wall. Oh, if you're going to hit it hard, boys. Tough break for Brad. Unfortunately, too many replays for Rex. That's the way it is. You get on these closed circuit street courses. You see a battle. This is actually for 5th. Jim Hawk fans, here he is, running top 5 right now in that new livery. He was showing this thing off. I definitely like the gold on that. That's nice. So 8 laps already into this RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle Isle. I am going to mute my mic for a second as we give you a word from our good buddies at RaceVerse.
Looking for an iRacing broadcaster for that sports car or open wheel league or maybe a one-off event? RaceVerse specializes in broadcasting IndyCar and Formula-style racing, as well as sports car and prototype racing. Visit RaceVerse.com to check out our previous broadcasts, and then send us a message using our contact form to let us know what you're looking for.
All right, back at Belle Isle here, the RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle Isle in Detroit. Right outside of Detroit, first race of the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. As we are 8 laps in already, it has been the Cohen Evans Show, the championship series winner from last season. Led every lap from the start. He's already got a 10-second lead on Matt Houston. Caleb Bensey there in third, Alex Van der Sant in fourth. Jim Herrick right now holding off Craig Forsyth for that 5th position. Shout out to the Herrick family watching us this evening. We'll get you what you want. And that is right here, on board with Jim. As per usual. Hi, Jim. Going over the hill here into turn 2 down the long straightaway. Probably use a little push to pass. See what kind of speeds we get down the straightaway here. 170. Oh, Forsyth took a peek there. Not able to make the move. Oh, easy, Jim. Got some new cameras for you to check out here. The left front suspension view. I think Jim's going to say, "Hey, Craig, goodbye. You're ticking me off." So that pass complete. Move Craig up to the 5th position. Let's move up here. The fight is on for 3rd. Matter of fact, this is actually going to turn into a battle for 2nd here in a second. Matt Houston up by about a second over Caleb Bensey. And then Alex Van der Sant is right there. They are. 3 in the shot. Let's bring up the battle box here. First time we've thrown the battle box up this season. As you see, we're focused on Bensey, the 3rd place car. 2nd place Houston's about a second up. And then you have Van der Sant right there. He's probably on push to pass, getting a good draft here down the straightaway. Hey, this is all about you guys, not about me. I'm more about to hit that subscribe button. Down the long loopy straightaway, probably use a little more push to pass here. Oh, dives it in there, Alex does. Tough place to pass. He's going to not have the advantage here as they go to the fountain section, but you know what? Bensey says, yeah, you can take it. Ooh, that was a tough pass by Alex, but very nice. We'll check back here on Cody Claiborne because, oh yeah, he does have some damage. I was reading that he might have had an issue off track a second ago. Let's see what potentially could have happened to the rookie driver. This is Cody here, the Indiana driver, number 30. Cody driving for, I believe, Driveline Solutions. I'm slowly getting these teams put together in my head here. Yep, Cody, Driveline SimSport, not Solutions. Oh, you saw him lock the tires up in that corner. Caught the wall coming out of the fountain section. That seems to be another trouble spot for people tonight. So waiting to see when pit stops are going to break out here for the leaders. We've had a few cars already come to pit road to get damage fixed and that kind of thing. There are a lot of cars, unfortunately, behind the wall already with damage. Gavin Eats Good Food. That's a heck of a name right there. Coed Evans doing a great job here. 11-second lead. And I say that Alex Van de Sande on pit road. Here we go. First pit stops of the season. And the invisible pit crew, and even my pit crew sitting here doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. Alex goes right around my crew guy. That's not nice. But Alex doing a great job and gets out of there on pit road with a 8.2 second stop. And I'm working on my mic. I keep hearing the audio get pegged, so I'm trying to turn my microphone down. Somebody's cutting the grass here. As Cohen goes by and puts him a lap down. Pull the microphone away from my mouth. That might help too. Sean Stevens on pit road. He's on pit road. Says he was on pit road, but then it says he's crashed. Oh, yeah, he's got heavy damage. What happened to Sean? He was running up in 10th. Never mind, it says he's been up in 13th. 12. Anyways, my telemetry has fooled me for a second there. So Matt Houston having a great run here in the second position. And that RaceVerse car, you heard me talking about him, the sponsor tonight, RaceVerse. They do some broadcasting also, much like I'm doing right now, or trying to. It says Sean's only so he hasn't been on pit road for 20 minutes, like it's saying. So that's kind of an awkward thing going on there. For 13 laps, it says he's completed almost 12 laps. So yeah, that's something. Telemetry-wise is wrong with the car. We'll just go on with that. Let's go back here. We got a fight for the 6th position. Nick Weatherby in that Aero car. I'm about to say James. I'm about to say James Hinchcliffe looking car, but the Schmidt looking car there, the Aero. Trying to hold off Dan Moreno, trying to get by Justin Miller, another driver in his field there in that 80 car, that sporty looking black and green car. I might be low on audio. I've heard myself peg on my phone, so I've been turning my audio up and down. Oh wow, I am a lot lower now. I'll fix it. Come back up. I'm working on the audio as we speak, guys. Appreciate your feedback. I'm more worried about distortion. I just don't want to blow your eardrums out when I scream. Like right now when that car spins. Oh no! Justin Miller is spun, I believe. Oh, actually, that was a Dakota that went around there in that 82. A rough debut for him. And how about this cool looking paint scheme here? Joe Fierro, that white, blue, and red, and black, the Martini car that has no left front wing. Joe doing a good job in the 10th position right now. As this fight here, Nick Weatherby trying to hold off the fresh tires of Alex Van de Sande. Alex about 2 seconds faster right now than Nick. Yeah, unfortunately, my phone is like my only source of, of like a test outside of you guys telling me. So Nick's been able to hold off Alex Van der Sant here, as Caleb Bensey comes to pit road. The rookie making his first pit stop on the series. Oh, and he's got no front end at all. What happened to him? Boom goes the dynamite. New car. Have a reset. Let's see what happened to Caleb. Oh, there was his car spun around there. Goes into the fountain section here. Oh, I'm sorry, he wasn't quite to the fountain section yet. About to be into the fountain section here. Oh no, and there was a car wrecked right in front of him. And I believe that was Austin Anderson. I could be wrong. But Caleb had to coast that thing back. He's going to lose some valuable time here. He did get a new car. There's action everywhere. I'm seeing cars all over the place. One car that's had not a single issue is this guy, Cohen Evans. Somebody set the alarm clock for Julian. Good night, buddy. Cohen leaves over Matt Houston. Cohen just so smooth. We ran the 24 Hours of Le Mans charity race that they had a couple weeks ago. I was a part of that team. Cohen, by far, was the smoothest driver in that car. I think he barely had any incident points, and when he did, it wasn't his fault. As he completes another lap here as we put 18 on the board. Should be seeing pit stops here. More pit stops for the leader. On board with, or not on board, but riding with Craig Forsyth here, who is being passed by Jim Herrick and others. He, I believe, had some issues. But Jim Herrick is up to third, guys. Oh, the Herrick family's going to be partying over in Pemberton as Craig comes to pit road. Let's see what happened to Forsyth. Jim definitely showing his will tonight. Let's see what happens to Craig, though, down to turn 3. That was okay there, and here comes that right-hander. I wonder if this corner bit him, just like it's done to so many guys tonight. Nope, good there. Oh, the left-hander gets him, though. Oh, into the wall hard. And gets clipped by somebody. So that slows him down there, allows Jim to go by. So right now, first and third, LMCgear.com and the team. Cohen Evans, and there's Jim running in third behind Matt Houston. Justin Miller now fourth, and then the fresh tires of Alex Van der Sant, the fresher tires, running in fifth there. He's trying to undercut these guys and get to the front. And speaking of Miller, Justin Miller on pit road. Miller's in. Nick Weatherby on pit road. Four tires fuel, and he pulls away. And Weatherby pulls away also. We're starting to see the round of green flag pit stops shaping up here as my pit crew stands there looking stupid for some reason. I think iRacing may want to fix that. And leader on pit road, Chris Evans in. Chris Evans, I did it again. Cohen Evans. Captain America's on pit road. And Cohen Evans apparently has my pit crew, and they're not doing anything. Typical. And Cohen gets away, so Matt Houston going to take the lead here. As Cohen Evans, his pit stop, 9 seconds, so he got in and out of there really quickly. Now Alex Van de Sande has jumped up to third. As Jim Herrick will come to pit road, and well, a little bit of left front wing damage on the 23. You'll see Herrick back there. He's the second car on pit road there. He'll come out here in about 2 seconds. Actually, a longer pit stop for him. Jim Herrick has fallen through the field here. Oh, no. We'll have to see what happened there, but Jim is, I don't know if a reset situation or what there, but some reason. All right, so we're going to wait on Matt Houston to come to pit road here. Matt is the last of the leaders to come to pit road. And I want to talk real quickly about NRW Photography. We're going to be showing you their lap here in just a few minutes. But if you want high-resolution screenshots of your paints, if you want sweet graphics to make your car pop, stop by at NRW Photography's Facebook page at Weatherby Photography and set up an order today. If you say you are a LMC IndyCar broadcaster, if you heard it there, he will give you a 20% off discount off your next purchase. Also, he offers deepfakes and more. So make sure you check out NRW Photography on Facebook. So Alex Van de Sande has jumped up to third behind Cohen Evans. Cohen is 18 seconds back here, so as soon as Matt comes to pit road, he will jump to the lead. And Alex should jump to second. Now the question would be, will Matt get out before Bensey gets to him there in the third position? Herrick fans, he did come off pit road finally. He is back in the 9th position now. There's Jim back on track. Oh, another car is spun there. I believe that's Trowbridge. Timothy not having a good race right now, running 14th. Appreciate all the viewers and Van de Sande watching. Of course, the RaceVerse community manager watching tonight. Julian was watching. He had to go night-night. Gavin Eats Good Food. One of the cooler YouTube names I've seen yet. What was that, Dan Schumann? Appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or whatever, or if you want to talk about the broadcast, we can chat it up. I don't mind talking to the viewers. I always give shout-outs, and we'll see if Matt comes this time. He does. Here comes the RaceVerse 66. There you see him in that red number 66, going to pull the car onto pit road. Matt started in 4th and worked his way up to the front there as he comes to pit road as the leader. That is Cohen Evans you're seeing go by right now, taking the lead back. Let's look for Alex into the picture here in the next couple of seconds. And there goes Matt. Let's look for Alex. He's going to clear him by seconds. There's Alex right there. Wow, so Matt Houston will take second, or keep second, I should say, over Alex Van de Sande. Here they come over the corner right there, so the fresher tires. Alex probably going to be on push to pass. Well, I'm only here so I don't get fined. And Bill's here, apparently. Bill and Ann. So, looks like Houston's going to get out there on the fresh tires. So, he will hold on to the second position. So as you see Nick Weatherby here, we are going to take a couple laps and do a ride-along with Nick Weatherby, the man behind NRW Photography. And this is the NRW Photography lap around Belle Isle as we ride on board. And I will be quiet here for a couple seconds with Nick Weatherby. So there you go, a lap around Belle Isle here at Detroit, this very bumpy course. Of course, brought to you by our good friends at NRW Photography. Again, if you want high-resolution screenshots of your paints, and if you want sweet graphics to make your car pop, make sure you check out the NRW Photography's Facebook page at Weatherby Photography and set up an order today. If you mention the LMC IndyCar broadcast, he'll give you 20% off your next purchase and also offering deep fakes. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to step away for another quick second here, and here's a message from our sponsor of the race, RaceVerse.
Looking for an iRacing broadcaster for that sports car or open wheel league or maybe a one-off event? RaceVerse specializes in broadcasting IndyCar and Formula-style racing as well as sports car and prototype racing. Visit RaceVerse.com to check out our previous broadcasts and then send us a message using our contact form to let us know what you're looking for.
There you go. Back at Detroit's Belle Isle. 27 laps in the books. Cohen Evans has been the guy. He has led pretty much every lap for the most part outside of green flag pit stops. But the fight is on for second. Matt Houston and Alex Van der Zandt side by side as they come up through the fountain section here. Alex with the strong move. So Alex up to second, Matt Houston back to third as they battle for that podium spot. Caleb Bensi, his debut in the series, running in fourth, some 17 seconds back. Credit to him. 17 from that battle, I should say. He's actually 35 seconds back from the lead. Justin Miller running in the fifth position. And Nick Weatherby running in 6th. He's trying to catch him about 4.5 back from the 5th position. Craig Forsyth, who had that damage earlier, running up there in the top 5. He is running in the 7th spot right now. Dan Morera in 8th. And then Jim Herrick up in the 9th position. Jim was running up at the top 3 and had a very, very, very long pit stop. Now Jim is a lap down. Dakota DeMed started outside front row. Unfortunately, didn't make it in the first lap before spinning out. And a Driveline Sim Sport number 82, but he is running in the 10th position. Got a top 10 run going right now. He's done a good job in this race. Now, how about Cohen Evans? The man has dominated anything. LMCgear.com, iRacing IndyCar season. He won the championship back in season number 2, which of course was the last season. And looking to start off with a bang here this evening in this 53-lap race as we just passed halfway a couple laps ago. Tonight was Cohen's 7th career pole as he looks for, if that's an accurate number, would be win number 4. I just want to make sure that is an accurate number real quickly. Yeah, this would be Cohen's 4th career win if he could get to the finish line. Cohen only had 1 win last year, and that was at Laguna Seca, but he was the consistent driver in the series, and that's what helped him win the championship. Of course, last year, you remember Isaac Morris, who unfortunately had some work issues. I read earlier on Discord, he was going to be here tonight, but work had some changes of plans for him, so he's not going to be here a lot this season, unfortunately, especially these first 4 weeks. So Isaac Morris, unfortunately, wish you were here, buddy, but hope to see you back here very soon. Isaac was fun to watch last year. He was one of the dominant guys in the field. And then, of course, Alex Van Desant started his domination at the end there. He won it at Indianapolis and got his first career win there, and it just kept going from there. Won 3 of the last 4 races on the season. See, was there issues for Caleb Betsy? It's what it's saying on my screen, but I do not see any issues on his car. And Nick Weatherby, did he have some issues? I believe he did. He's on pit road, goes to take off. Gets out here, goes into the turn 2 section. Everything okay now? Let's... Oh, he loses it! Not sure. That looks very weird. Let's go on board with Nick here. And let's hear what could have happened. Oh, he hit that bump. There is a bump, a serious bump off of turn 2 there, and he hit it. And I think he hurt the right front of his car. As we go live in issues for Jim Herrick. That car is destroyed. Let's see what happened to Jim. I can't go back any further. It won't show me the crash. So I'll just do it the old school rewind way. He had the same issue almost. Comes over the hill. and did almost exactly what the pace car did in that IndyCar race a couple years ago. Unfortunate for the Herrick family, that car is destroyed. Alex Van de Sant to pit road for stop number 2 here at lap 31. And Alex is sitting here now. A very long stop. Wow, not a good lap to be a LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series teammate, I guess, or team, I should say, is, well, here's the one that's doing well, the number 1 of Cohen Evans, but the other 2 teammates have had issues. And Alex has had even more issues. Detroit is biting people big time tonight. He did the same thing, comes off pit road and spins it. Bam! Wow. Hey, Mr. Lewis, I should state that I'm pretty sure you're going to have a long line outside your office here after this race. They might be telling you, keep us away from this track, please. So we have 4 cars on the lead lap. Cohen Evans, who's got 12 seconds over Matt Houston. Matt's got about 25 seconds over Caleb Bensey. And he's got another 21 seconds over Justin Miller. Now again, next week, Brands Hatch. That is going to be a fun to running the Indy circuit. So going to be a very tricky and fun course to watch some racing at next week. As you saw tonight, we're actually going to cover practice next week if everything goes well. So we'll be here at 6:30 Eastern for the 30-minute practice and go right into qualifying. And then, of course, the race at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Come and join us for that one, the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. Make sure you do check out LMCgear.com. As, ooh, Forsyth got a little loose there. This is how you look when you're leading a race and you have a 13-second lead and you're just riding. Goes through the section there into the front straightaway into turn 1, and this is where this corner here is starting to bite people really badly. Turn 2, you go over the hill here, and there's a bump right there. I mentioned during our video earlier about the track, second gear corner there. How about first gear for Cohen? So Cohen leading this race, and we have got a battle here for the 4th position that is shaped up. Craig Forsyth has worked his way up to Justin Miller. Let's check out the pit strategies right now in play. As you see, Demed, who's up to the 7th position. Talking about a comeback after wrecking on lap 1. Demed is all the way back up to 7th right now. He went the longest on his first stint. Van de Sant is already on his third set, obviously with the wreck that happened a few minutes ago. Everybody else still on a two-stopper, it looks like. So can Craig get by Miller in that 80 car? Under the Continental Bridge, out of the fountain section as they come into the last couple right-handers on the corner, on the track. "35 laps in the books, 18 to go." See if we get some push to pass going. What did I say, Alex? I don't remember. I'm like, what did I say? So Craig Forsythe still trying to get around Miller here. They're just racing clean here. As they do have Dan Marrero about 22 seconds back in this fight's about 20 seconds back behind Caleb Bensi into third position. Oh, and right there, Miller gonna come to pit road. Oh, you're talking the pit stops? Well, yeah, no, yeah. Unfortunately, you're not, are you? I was just going off my telemetry. Hit the wall too many times. Oh, I saw the one where you pace card it, as I'm calling it now at Detroit. You pace card it off turn 2. When Miller on pit road, let's see if he has a quick stop in this number 80. Good stop. And drives through everyone's pit crews. 8.2 seconds. That's actually a really good stop for that crew. I'm going to shout out to this guy right here, Matt Houston. Matt doing a great job here. Second place is, of course, I give him a shout out. Here's Caleb Bensi on pit road, so let's cut to that real quick. We'll come back to Matt. Again, for those wondering if I'm by myself in the booth tonight, yes, I am. Gary was going to be here tonight and unfortunately had some things come up. Hopefully Gary's okay, and hopefully we'll see Gary back next week at Brands Hatch for the second race. Gary has done a tremendous job in the few races he's helped me out with my IndyCar knowledge. I mean, I have a good knowledge of IndyCars, but not the best. And he's definitely made me a lot smarter, or made me look a lot smarter. Let's put it like that. But Bensi, good stop for him as he gets off pit road. 7.88 on his stop. So he should be good to go, I believe, to the finish. As I was starting to say, shout out to Matt Houston. Of course, he's got some RaceVerse, the sponsor of tonight's race. This is the RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle Isle. Mark Cruz is my idol. That's funny. And for those who don't know what we're referencing, if you go watch the Detroit race 2000, was it 18 or 19? It was the second day of the doubleheader, and they let the, I think it was one of the head guys of Chevy drive the pace car, and it was a Chevy, I think it was a Camaro. And it was either a Camaro or a Corvette, but comes off of turn 2 there over the hill, and the track wasn't the driest. and spun it and knocked the wall down. Well, he didn't knock it down, but he hit the wall hard. Thankfully, everybody was okay. Oh, speaking of okay, Houston about wrecked him right there. Uh-oh, I need to get off his car or else I'm going to jinx him. Jim's in my Discord. Does Jim want to chat? Is he happy to want to chat? Uh-oh. You can try to talk with Jim. All right. I can get Discord to cooperate with me. I've been on Discord for months and I still can't get this right. Oh, Jim's in here with me. Well, Jim Herrick has joined me. He's walked somehow across the track into these little tin cans by the start-finish line that they got us in. Thankfully air-conditioned because it is kind of warm out there, like 75 degrees, track temp over 100. Jim, unfortunate for you, man. You were running up in third at one point and turn 2 bit you.
Yeah, I had a couple of issues today. I don't know. The first one, I had a car in front of me. I'm not sure. It had the old Martini paint scheme on it, and he spun in front of me, and I got around him. And then when I got to like the next group of corners, those S's, like right before you go start finish, all of a sudden he appeared like right in front of me, and kind of freaked me out and got me distracted, and that I did a little damage. I think I nicked the wall there, and then had a similar issue later in the race. Somebody, I think coming out of 2, slowed up, like got sideways and slowed up in front of me, and I got in the back of them. And I don't know. I had lots of issues today. This track is so hard.
You're not the only one that's had the issues, Jim, as we're looking right now at all the action that has happened. Talk about the racing out there. There's been a lot of good racing. I've seen some nice passes, especially out of your teammate there and driver. Cohen Evans has been on pit road, by the way. We should mention real quickly he had a very quick stop of 8.4 as Houston has taken the lead here, but Cohen well on his way to a win, which would make you smile. But let's talk about your other teammate, Alex, who unfortunately has had some issues, but he has made some very strong passes out here on the track, especially over in that fountain section, that left-hander, which is not an easy corner to pass on.
Yeah, Alex is, he's a pretty good driver. He, I think he's out of this race. Is he still running?
No, he did what you did in turn 2.
Yeah, he got bit, but yeah, I mean, I love to see good racing. I love to see 21, 22 cars on the grid, and that's going to make for a good year if we have plenty of drivers and plenty of fun. This track is hard. Everybody knows it. Everybody talked about it going in, how tough it is. It's so bumpy, and the walls are right there. If you make the slightest mistake, it can end your race. So yeah, we'll see how many finish today, but it was really great to see that many start and see all the good close racing that we've had.
The rookie's not looking too terrible. I mean, the first lap wasn't good for Dakota, but he has come back all the way up into the top 10. Caleb Bensey is running third right now in his first race in this series. I mean, that's got to be promising.
Yeah, and no surprise, those guys, I believe, were both invited to the league by Alex. And he races, I think, with them in some other leagues and got him over here, and they're obviously both pretty good drivers, so we're happy to have them in the league.
My ears were burning.
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
We got Alex, a 3-man show now. LMC is... Did you bring me any pizza, Alex?
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get some next time.
Nice. Well, let's talk about what happened to you now, because you and Jim both have marks in turn 2. What happened on your end? Because you had damage. You came off pit road, and the pit crew did all that time to fix your stuff, and you just like, hang on, let me fix this myself.
Yeah, and I nearly took Craig with me. Don't know what happened. I was just too aggressive on cold tires, I guess. But yeah, I hit the wall or I don't know the turn numbers, but going onto the backstretch, limped it back, and got it fixed. Then, yeah, hit the wall again coming out.
I was just talking about you with some of the passes you made out here on track tonight. You made 2 pretty impressive passes. You set him up into the fountain corner. You went to the right-hander, got to the inside, and then had to make the pass around the outside in the first left-hander.
Yeah, so that first one was accidental. I locked up the rears, so it was kind of a dive bomb. So sorry to Caleb for that. But then yeah, the second one, I set it up. Matt stuck with it. So it was good, clean racing there. We left each other a lot of space and got through it.
Well, we were on board with or riding with Craig Forsyth. He just ran the fastest lap of this race, a 16.1. So I don't know if we have an angry Canadian in the car, but this dude is flying right now. He's unfortunately about a minute back from the leader.
Yeah, maybe he can catch Caleb here. I don't know what the pit stop situation is though.
It looks like everybody is
cheering
pitted
for him now.
Yeah, everybody's on their third stint with the cars. So looks like the earliest car to pit was Justin Miller, who pitted lap 36. You got Bensi and Morera at 37. Evans and Forsyth at 40, and then Matt Houston's on the freshest tires. He pitted at 43, but he is 11 seconds back. I guess could 3 laps make a difference for Houston to get up there? I mean, he's 11 seconds or 17 back from the leader.
Yeah, he's got 10 laps to go. So he's got to be careful, but he's just got to decide: do you bring it home or do you go for it and go for the win?
Not to add to the list, but Dakota DeMed has spun over here in that driveline sim sport. He's over here trying to practice a 3-point turn in a very dangerous section. And he's able to pull it off, thankfully. He's got a little bit of left front damage. Trying to see where he's right over near pit road at the entrance there. So Dakota, unfortunately, he's getting his initiation. And Justin Miller is back on pit road. A 3rd stop. Was he short on fuel pitting as early as he did?
Yeah, I didn't catch when he pit.
36?
33, you said?
I thought it was 36.
Oh, he should be fine. So, yeah, I might have bumped the wall there.
Yeah, he might have, but unfortunately he's going to be 5th now, lap down. So, talk about the track. Obviously very physical with the bumpiness and stuff. What was the corner that seemed to always hurt you outside of turn 2 during the race?
Turn 2, yeah, normally it wasn't that bad. Like, that was the first time I'd spun there all night. I mean, I did it plenty of times in practice. But definitely the trickiest today was, coming onto the backstretch. I forget where I hit the wall the first time and forced me to pit early, but I used my fast repair then. It just, as soon as the tires go off, that's where you feel it. Because you need to get a good run onto the backstretch so you're eager to get on the power, but it just gets really pushy. There's a big bump right at the apex, so the front sleeves grip. So you just got to be really careful, and I pushed too hard.
Now, if I remember correctly, IndyCar added those rumble strips a couple years ago. If I remember, that corner was just a sweeping right, but now you kind of have to go, it's like an uphill right-handed corner, blinding, that can be off camber a little bit too, correct?
Yeah, it is. It's very much off camber.
So, I mean, that obviously probably just had the back end can easily snap around as you're trying to gas it to get back down the straightaway.
Yeah, it goes from really tight, starting the exit, break it up even further, to really loose once you're fully on the power.
Oh, by the way, your parents are listening tonight, Alex, or watching. I'm not sure if they still are.
Yep, yeah, they're in the other room.
Is this where you yell, "Hi, Mom," from the other room, or?
I think they can hear me right now, actually.
Nice. So, Jim, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you just enjoying the conversation, huh? Talk about. Go ahead.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about the schedule a little bit, because I know we talked about it last season when you introduced it, but now that the season's here, Brands Hatch next week and other tracks, what are you looking forward to?
I was a little skeptical about Brands Hatch when I saw it appear on the schedule, but I ran a few test laps there, and I'm starting to really like it. It's really fast. It's kind of a flowing, sweeping track. It's got turn 1 is downhill and maybe goes off camber a little bit. So it's really fun, but it's a really fast turn, and then leads downhill into a sharp hairpin where you got to get on the brakes. So should be a good place to pass. And I'm actually looking forward to that track. That's coming up next week. And I think Daytona Road Course is on there, and I want that track because in season 1 I had to miss that race when my hard drive crashed. So I guess I'm a little just want a little payback for that one. I want a chance to race there.
Well, the viewers watching the race just saw Dan Marrero might have had the worst lap of his racing career on iRacing. The poor guy was crab walking down a long straightaway, and the car goes left into the wall, and it's destroyed. And he keeps on going, trying to get to pit road and into a tire barrier into another corner. Poor guy. But issues there for Dan. And he had damage for Matt Houston. So the guy in second with a little bit of left front crinklage. I guess if that's a word. I just made up a word.
Oh, no. Yeah. This track does not discriminate. It'll take you out whether you're in, first place or 11th place or 21st. It doesn't care.
What about 23rd? Because so Marion's in trouble too. Trying to see here. He's going into the fountain section, into the left-hander. And goes to the second left here in this series of lefts. Oh, he clipped the curve in the second left-hander. And he kind of just grinded against that continental wall there on that left side.
Yeah, that's a real tough section too. You're kind of leaning on the right side tires as you're going around that left-hander, just trying to carry as much speed as you can without breaking the back end loose, because as soon as you have to snap back to the right for that right-hander, if you don't have it underneath you, it's all over. And it looks like that's what happened. He had a little bit too much speed, and when the time came to turn back to the right, the rear end was just too far outside, and just turned him right into the wall.
Kind of watching lap times now to see how much Houston, how much is something like that going to hurt his car, because you got Caleb now is about 20 seconds back from him, and you wonder, as we don't have many laps left, is there a chance that he catches him?
I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how bad it is. The front wing's a little touchy, I guess, on iRacing, the damage model. Like, sometimes it won't affect you at all, or it might only affect you in 1 or 2 corners. I had some front wing damage earlier, and it didn't affect me really on any place on the track until the last, I forget what number it is, but it's the second to last right-hander. And if you don't get around there, the wall is right there to take out that left front tire, and that's basically what ended my race. I got that damage, and then tried to make it around. When I got to that turn, I couldn't make the turn, hit the wall, and so I don't know. We'll see. It might not hurt him that bad.
Doesn't look like it is. The leads, his lead's about 22 seconds still on third, so it looks like that lap don't match lap time. So looks like no harm, no foul there. Well, other than a little bit of damage on the car. So, but no, guys, we wish you guys good luck the rest of the season. Unfortunately, tonight not going to be your nights, but we'll get on an airplane and go fly to Brands Hatch.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to let you finish out the last few laps here, and just want to say thank you to a bunch of new sponsors that we have on board this year. We got RaceVerse, Jim Cook Chevrolet, Star Industries, NRW Photography, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours, Paige Gibbs Roofing, and Alex's own grandfather's company, Happy Trails Chili Mix. So we want to thank all those guys for sponsoring us, and of course LMC Gear for being the title sponsor. And yeah, we're looking forward to a great year and great competition. So thanks a lot, Chris, also for doing the broadcasts, and we really appreciate the great job you've been doing for us.
Absolutely appreciate you guys, and Alex, we wish you the best also, and go hang out with your parents.
Will do. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Jim.
Absolutely, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys for watching. Real quickly, we're going to step away. I'm going to quiet my mic down, and we'll get this message in from our sponsor of the race, RaceVerse.
Looking for an iRacing broadcaster for that sports car or open wheel league or maybe a one-off event? RaceVerse specializes in broadcasting IndyCar and Formula-style racing as well as sports car and prototype racing. Visit RaceVerse.com to check out our previous broadcasts and then send us a message using our contact form to let us know what you're looking for.
All right, back here for the last 2 laps of this RaceVerse Grand Prix of Belle Isle. Cohen Evans looking for win number 4 in his career and looking to open up the season right where he finished up in the last race of last season in Victory Lane, except he was holding the championship trophy there, and tonight might be holding the winner's trophy in this race. As you know, the last race of the season last year was in Watkins Glen. We'll be there in just a couple weeks. But Isaac Morris won that race, and Cohen Evans came home with the championship that night. And Isaac, unfortunately, not here, but Cohen looking for victory number 1 in the number 1 car. They always say there's that whole jinx with the number 1 car that happens in actual IndyCar racing. We might not see it this season, but either way, Cohen's saying, look, I'm not going to let it happen here at Detroit. Yeah, Caleb Bensey has been impressive. I assume, Mike, you must be dad or brother, but Caleb has been really good tonight. He's been solid. I don't think he's put a mark on that car at all, that Fanatec car. Looking forward to watching him race this season. And just taking a peek real quickly as I'm still learning teams here. Caleb is a part of this is called stalling. He's not a part of a team, I don't think. So Caleb Bensey is a free agent for those 100,000 people who are probably going to be at his pit stall now waiting to talk to him after the race. I threw that spoiler alert out there as white flag has been taken for Cohen Evans. Final lap here at Belle Isle. Down the long straightaway for one final time. Into turn number 3. Appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. A lot of new ones I've noticed. Hit that subscribe button. You'll see us every week, and every night we go live. We'll be on live Wednesday night for some fun racing from our good friends at the Great Lakes Truck Series. They finished their season up, but they're going to do some fun racing, and they asked to come on and broadcast. We're going to do those. And Thursday night, the Short Track Super League will be racing there also. So going to be a fun night there at Southern over in North Carolina, Southern Motorsports Park. So, but this is the only IndyCar series we broadcast, and it's on Monday nights, and you can check them out each and every Monday night, home of the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar series for TI Racing. As Cohen Evans comes out of the fountain section for the final time. Through the final set of corners, he'll pass by pit road. Already starting to swerve in and working his way to an opening win. His 4th series victory and a win at Belle Isle for Cohen Evans.
Go left.
Matt Houston going to finish 2nd. How about potentially the drive of the night right here? Here comes Caleb Bensey. So what if it's some, 30 or 40 seconds back from the leader? The fact that he's going to be on the podium. Caleb Bensey with a 3rd. And oh, by the way, Houston set fast lap of 15.9 on that fastest lap. So let's just say that I guess the wing was okay. And Craig Forsyth going to come by. He'll finish 4th in this race. Well, We'll let Caleb finish and all these guys finish before we talk to our podium guys. I'm pretty sure Caleb's going to be a very fun convo. And Craig Forsyth going to come by and cross the line at a wicked fast pace. Craig's a good guy, I can say that. All right, take a look at the final results here from Belle Isle. Cohen Evans gets the win, fourth of the season. Fourth of his career. Matt Houston finishing second. Caleb Bensey going to finish third. Craig Forsyth, Justin Miller fifth. And how about Dakota DeMed? That's the comeback of the night right there. Started second, spun in turn 4, I believe it was all the way back in last and has climbed his way all the way back to 6th. Nick Weatherby 7th. Joe Fierro 8th. Dan Marrera 9th. Chris Downing finishing in the 10th position. Alex Van de Sande 11th. Jim Herrick 12th. Cody Claiborne 13th. Timothy Trowbridge 14th. And Austin Anderson 15th. Matthew Casey, Sean Stevens. Kobe Wells going to finish in the 18th position. As we look at the rest of your results, 19th Brad Haldane. Thomas Gold 20th. Gavin Smith, the rookie, 21st. Scott Bellum, 22nd. Marion McDaniels did not start the race. So that is how that shapes up here for us. And let's see if it worked for me. It didn't work. I tried. I was trying to see if I could get the point standings to show up here how it looked, but unfortunately it didn't work. Figure I would try. But anyways, let's go down here and we will talk to our top 3 finishers. I want to talk to the man of the night right here. This guy put on a show. We'll get to Discord here and see if Caleb is in here. I got to scroll through a little bit. Mr. Bensey, Mr. Bensey, Mr. Bensey. I do not see Caleb. Well, Caleb, if you can hear my voice, get him into TeamSpeak or into Discord. Wrong channel. Well, let's go get Cohen then. As Cohen joins us from Victory Lane over here at the Fountain. Cohen, congratulations. You got your 1 win last season, but it led you on to the championship. And tonight, you open up the season with a victory and continue off where you left off with that number 1 car.
Oh, yeah, this was a super tough race, as you could probably tell by the low number of finishers. I was just so tired there at the end. But yeah, I got to thank Jim and LMC Gear for helping me out and bringing me on.
All right, you sound like you're completely out of breath and worn out, and yet you and I literally 4 weeks ago, ran a 24-hour race, and this has worn you out.
Oh, yeah, I'd much rather do 4 stints in an LMP2 than that. That 24 hours is way easier than what I just did, I think.
We'll talk about the race itself because it looked fairly easy on your part. I mean, you had, a 10-second lead by the end of lap 1 because obviously there were a little bit of carnage behind you, but was it as easy as it looked?
Well, I don't know what happened that first lap. I just knew a couple cars crashed. And then once I got a couple laps, built a lead, I kind of just slowed down the pace and lengthened my braking just to try and avoid any mistakes, and it worked out well.
How big is this to kick off a season with 22 cars starting this race tonight? Obviously a very good field, and we'll be talking here. We got 1 rookie on the podium already. Another one started second, got back up to 6th. It looks like we got a pretty strong field.
Yeah, there's a couple of rookies that surprised me in practice and qualifying, so I hope they do well this season.
And I think they will, and next week we fly across the pond to Brands Hatch. That should be a pretty fun race.
Oh, yeah, qualifying is going to be interesting since we're using the Indy circuit, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, Cohen, we congratulate you. Win number 1 for the champ. You're letting that number 1 whole jinx that apparently the actual IndyCar guys have making that look kind of not so much in this series.
Yeah, I think it's just cool to run the number 1. I've never done it before, so I thought I'd try it out.
Hey, 1 for 1 in the number 1. It all equals 1 in the end, so nice job. So let's talk with Matt Houston now. Matt finishing second here, and great race for you. Unfortunately, you got a little bit of damage there late in the race, but Steady Eddie kept it right there, led some laps, and able to finish second.
Yeah, it was a great run. Thanks to Marion for building an awesome setup that you could drive around and be damaged and still put in your fastest lap of the race with.
Yeah,
So that was pretty awesome.
I was going to say a 15.9 there in the last lap of the race. I mean, where'd that come from?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, with that little bit of damage on the front wing, the car felt even better. I mean, I was low fuel as well, so it certainly helped. I think my qualifying lap was around that time as well,
Well,
and the track was all rubbered up at the end like that. So,
well, I was going to say I can't wait for lap 1 next week when everybody does what you did to your left front going into turn 1 purposely, and we get a race all of a sudden.
yeah, Brands Hatch Indy is going to be pretty crazy in these cars. The Champ cars ran, or it was karts at the time, I think it was. They ran it once or maybe twice, and it was pretty. I don't think it was the best race that there was, so we'll see what happens next week. But Belle Isle here, one of my favorite tracks, and finally finished one.
Yeah, you definitely showed it. I mean, you didn't have the perfect race, as you see with the left front, but you did a great job tonight. Ran second, avoided the wrecks on lap 1, and great job. And not to mention RaceVerse, the sponsor of the race tonight. So definitely got plenty there out of them, and send shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank my smoking hot wife. I don't know if she was able to watch this race tonight. She's taking a course at MIT, so she's a little bit busy with that. I'd also like to thank Chris Lewis, the owner of my team here, and for letting me run my RaceVerse livery. He's a great team owner, and he's got some trouble right now, and he's recovering from all of that. So shout out to him. I'd also like to give a shout out to Dakota, who let me lap him a couple times. I mean, I passed him, I lapped him, and then I put it into the wall, and then he got around me, and so he let me go pretty easily again. He's a pretty cool dude. Check out his game on Steam. Voltic Pistol is what it's called. So he's the developer of it. Pretty cool guy.
Well, great job on your end, Matt. And second place run for you. Good start at your favorite track, and we see you next week up across the pond.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks for broadcasting there, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. And best of luck to you this week broadcasting.
Thank you.
See, I'm an equal opportunity guy. I'm not mean to other broadcasters. Now get the heck out of here. Anyways, it's Caleb Bensey. I was joking with that part, by the way. Let's talk with Caleb here, the man of the hour. Had family members watching and other people. Caleb, you, my friend, might have got some fans tonight after that run.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that was a tough race from start to finish.
What'd you learn out there? I mean, I'm not sure, obviously, not knowing you too well, if this was your first race ever at Belle Isle, but you went out there and you kept the car clean all race, ran up there in the top 5, and got yourself a podium.
Yeah, this was my first race at Belle Isle. Didn't have a lot of time to practice. It was actually in Mid-Ohio for the sports car weekend, so really just had the day to try and figure it out, and thankfully was just able to keep it out of the wall. I mean, that was the biggest thing today. Definitely a tough and rough track.
What'd you learn racing out here with these guys? It's obviously a very tough series, a lot of good guys, but obviously they're racers, just like you are, and I'm sure you had to learn a lot being out there with them.
Oh yeah, so Alex and Cohen, or Matt and Cohen at the front, they definitely had a lot of pace, and so did Alex there early. Definitely got to work to get a little faster there, but at the same time, I was trying to just take it easy and not push over my limit and risk wrecking there. But yeah, it's definitely been a good first experience, and looking forward to hopefully continue this for the rest of the season.
So I'll ask the important question here. I looked over at the team list. Are we not a part of a team?
No, we are not. I've only had iRacing for probably about 6 months, so yeah, not into any of that stuff yet. But
wait, so this guy is on iRacing for 5 months. I've been on for 8 years, and this guy can run around Belle Isle, and I can't. I can't even spell Belle Isle, let alone run around it. But anyways, congratulations on that, Caleb. And owners, you got somebody to come talk to. But anyways, send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Obviously, family and friends, they're probably checking this out and watching. Thanks to you guys for always supporting and everything. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully, you can do it again next week.
I hope you have some laps at Brands Hatch, because I've never been there, and I'm hearing this Indy course is pretty tricky.
Yeah, so I actually don't even own the track yet, but I have done some laps in the Seto Corsa before, so hopefully that'll translate a little bit.
Well, nice job, Caleb. Appreciate you coming up here and joining us, the Ohio driver, and go get some rest. I'm sure you're pretty worn out from the weekend there at Mid-Ohio, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks for broadcasting.
Absolutely. Caleb Bensey finishing in the third position in the race tonight. And, well, great job on his part, so. But that is going to do it for us this evening. Want to send a shout-out again to our sponsors tonight. Let's start with Matt Houston and RaceVerse. If you're looking for iRacing broadcaster for sports car and open wheel leagues and one-off events, RaceVerse specializes in broadcasting IndyCar and Formula-style racing, as well as the sports cars and prototype racing. Go to raceverse.com to check out their previous broadcast and send them a message if you're looking for somebody to do some broadcasting. And, of course, the NRW Photography ride-along lap that we did a little bit ago, of course, brought to you by NRW Photography. If you're looking for high-resolution screenshots of your paint and sweet graphics to make your car pop, go to NRW Photography's Facebook page at Weatherby Photography and set up an order today. If you tell them that you heard my annoying voice, I mean the broadcast here on Captain TV, he'll give you 20% off your next purchase, and also offers deep fakes, so make sure you check those out also. So with that said, we are done for the night. Appreciate all the viewers for watching us this evening. And we hope to see you next week at Brands Hatch, or hope to see you Wednesday night as we cover some truck racing, I believe it's going to be, and then, of course, some short track racing on Thursday on the stock car side. So we hope to see you then. As always, if somebody gets mad and calls this just a game, tell them nope, it's iRacing. See ya!